Alright everybody, this is a video. I'm going to make pickled eggs. Now I've bought medium eggs this time. I've never pickled medium eggs. I always pickle large or extra large eggs, but I got a good deal on these eggs, so I went ahead and got mediums. In my pot here I've got them covered with water. And there's not quite 3 dozen eggs there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil these eggs for about 2 or 3 minutes on a hard boil. And then I'm going to cover them, leave them on this eye of the stove, and cover them for about 25 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes. And then I'm going to take them off the stove and let them cool, and then I'm going to crack and peel them. I don't think it would be too entertaining to have you watch me crack and peel eggs. So I'll be back. Bye. Alright, now here's the products I'm using. I'm using Del Monte pickled beets. I'm using Heinz vinegar. Here's the pickled beets if you didn't see it. And here's my jar. This jar is just a big old Mount Olive pickle jar. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take my eggs and layer eggs and beets, eggs and beets, eggs and beets. And when I do that, I've already got them peeled. They were a pain to peel. I am so disappointed in these eggs. They were too fresh to use and I could not hardly get the peel off of them. Very disappointing. But I'll be back. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Now, as you can see, I have layered this jar with beets, eggs, beets, eggs, beets, eggs. I've used 2 jars of the Del Monte pickled beets. Right here they are in the pan. And I used about a cup or maybe a little bit more vinegar, and I've got it in this pan right here. And what I want to do is I'm going to bring that to a boil. And when I do, I'm going to pour it over this jar of eggs. And then what I'll do is I'll let it sit on the counter until it's cool, and I'll put it in the refrigerator. If I don't have enough liquid here to fill this jar, I will top it off with my Heinz vinegar. Okay, when the liquid boils and I pour it in here, I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Bye. Okay, while I'm waiting for that to boil and it's looking like it's getting ready to, I went ahead and got some garlic, and I couldn't find any red peppers. So I got crushed red pepper flakes, and there's my black pepper, and here's the jars that I got the pickled beets out of. I'm not even going to wash them. I'm going to alternate garlic, red pepper flakes, and eggs, and then I'm going to top it off with vinegar. I've never pickled eggs this way, but I wanted to try it. Alright, when I fill my big jar, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Now you see my jar? Plumb full of beets and eggs and vinegar and pickle juice. And what I'll do is I'll just put the cap on it and let it cool like that, sitting right there. And on these jars right here, you can see that I didn't rinse the jars out. What I did was, now I've never made eggs like this before in my life. I've got that garlic, and I even put a few beets in there. And in there I have got, like I said, the crushed red peppers and some other peppers. Now what I'll do is, in 3 or 4 days, since this liquid wasn't hot when I poured it over the eggs, I will wait a few days before I even attempt to try one of these eggs. And if it's not hot enough, then I will go ahead and add more red pepper flakes. But I'm going to go ahead and cap these and put them right in the refrigerator because they're not warm or hot. So, that's how you make pickled eggs. I did want to say that sometimes when people put their eggs and beets in the jar, with the liquid, they may put like a tablespoon of sugar in the liquid beet juice, beet and vinegar juice. I didn't do that because I find that Del Monte pickled beets are on the sweet side, so I didn't want to sweeten it anymore. So if you make pickled beets and take a beet out and take a taste of it, and if it's not real sweet and like it's bitter, you may want to put a tablespoon of sugar in your beet juice and vinegar mixture. Alright, so I hope that helped everybody learn how to make pickled eggs. It's really easy. Until next time, this is Melissa reporting from up in the holler. Oh, and I will add a picture of what a deviled egg looks like when it's cut open. This is Melissa reporting from up in the holler. Bye, everybody.
Hi, it's me again. I thought I would come back on here and tell you that I was very nervous making this video. I can tell from how loud my voice was. And it may have been because the camera's microphone was turned away from me, but I was nervous nonetheless because I have never made a cooking video before. But I thought it turned out pretty good. I wanted to say that sometimes, and most times really, when I make pickled eggs, instead of in the jars layering beets and eggs, and then pouring the pickled beet juice and vinegar mixture over them, I will go ahead and put the peeled eggs along with the beets and the beet juice and vinegar in that big black pot, and then I'll bring the whole thing to a boil, and then I'll layer my jars with pickles, pickled beets, eggs, pickled beets, eggs. The reason why I do this is because it helps the pickles, it helps the eggs pickle faster. Now I won't, just as soon as it comes up to a boil, I'll turn the eye off, and then I'll start layering my jar. I didn't do it this time because those eggs were so hard to peel and left big dents in the skin of the egg, and I was just afraid to do it really because I thought they would fall apart even more. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you attempt to make pickled eggs. I'll tell you how the hot eggs turned out. I've never eaten those before, and I hope they're good. So that's about it. This is Melissa again reporting from up in the holler. Bye, everybody.